Hi guys, it's Rick Shiels down here at Quest Golf Studio here in Lytham, and this is part 3 of how to fix your slice forever. I promise you this is going to work. If you've not seen part 1 and 2, please go and watch those already. Massively important you watch those already. And this final bit is just the icing on the cake and the bit that's just going to help any kind of straddlers who aren't quite getting it perfect just yet. Because you might be doing everything in part 1 and 2, but if you're doing this thing in part 3, then it might be affecting you. We're going to talk about strike. And where the actual strike takes place on the driver face can have a huge influence on where the ball goes. A driver face has roll and bulge, so it's not a flat face. It has it's like an upside down saucepan, and or an upside down wok. There's reasons for that. On off-centered hit, certainly from the heel, as the face rotates around that centered hit from the heel, it will put a level of curvature to bring it back towards the middle of the fairway. But if you hit the heel when the face isn't perfectly straight and it's further to the right, it's going to put even more curvature off to the right. Likewise, if you hit the toe, it's going to do the opposite effect. As you hit the toe, it's going to bring curvature back towards the left. It's very important to know where you strike from. If I was to split the face in half, straight down the middle, anything from the toe side of centre to the middle will have a level of left curvature. Anything from the middle to the heel will have a certain degree of right curvature, even if you're doing everything correct. Golfers who typically hit the heel too much are golfers who have the face slightly too open, and golfers who hit the toe too much are golfers that slightly keep the face too close. But it's not always the case. What I want you to do, next time you get your driver out your golf bag, you might already see some evidence of where you hit. You might see some patterns emerging on your face to show you, actually, bloody hell, I always hit the heel. I always hit the heel. And then that way, it's game over. If you always hit the heel, it's not good at all. I want you to make some changes to be able to try and hit the toe more. I want you to almost try and hit the toe more. To do this, I would recommend a couple of things. I would recommend some impact tape to measure it, or the athlete foot spray, Dr. Shiels, I think it's called, foot spray, which leaves a white powder across the face you can actually see. If you're noticing you're hitting from the heel, experiment. Try and actually hit the toe. In any way, stand a little bit further away, set up from the toe, set up from far the toe. I don't really care how you do it. But see if you can make that strike pattern change. Exaggerate it, exaggerate it, exaggerate it. But this could be a tip for everyone. If you don't hit the middle of the face, honestly, the effects are huge. Or at least hit the side of the face where you want the curvature to go. I'm going to try this now. I'm going to try and do a draw swing, but hit the heel. I'm going to do a draw golf swing. So I'm going to do everything we've talked about in lesson 1 and 2, but I'm actually going to hit the heel on purpose. I'm going to stand a bit close. I'm going to set up from the heel. This is not my familiar position to hit from, so it will feel very strange. Okay, that felt like the same type of swing that I would do as a draw. I've not lost any distance, so I reckon that would have been relatively draw biased. Let's have a look. Yeah, so this is perfect, this. My swing path there was in to out. I have left the face slightly open, probably because I was trying to hit the heel, but you can see the strike location there has hit the heel. But that had curvature to the right. That shouldn't have curved as much to the right. If anything, that should have just been a straight shot to the right with no curvature. I'm going to try and do the same swing again, but this time hit the toe more. I'm going to try and hit the inside of the golf ball again, but hit the toe more this time, which is more familiar to me. Right, let's have a look at that. I love that shot. For a slicer, that's like the perfect shot at first. Look how far from the toe I hit that from. Hit from the inside, closed face granted to path, but look how far from the toe that was. I promise you, anything toe side of centre, certainly drivers, big-headed drivers, will curve further left. Anything from the heel, you could be doing everything brilliantly. But if you're hitting the heel of the driver, you will have curvature off to the right, I promise you. So guys, I want you to practice this. I want you to get some tape. I want you to get some spray. I want you to do anything you can to identify where your strike pattern is. And then change it if it needs changing. If it's in the heel, do whatever you can to hit the toe more. And monitor it, check it. And I promise you, you will hit better drives by hitting the middle of the club better. I always remember, a quick story before we finish, I saw a driver in a second-hand shelf one time, and it was like a week after it had come out. And all of the settings, it was like I think it was an R15, all of the settings was to help a slice. But because all of the strike marks were from the heel, he was still slicing it. I don't know what a golfer was like, but I reckon he probably was slicing it. But every single strike was ridiculously from the heel. Guys, it's massively important to know where strike is. Hopefully you've enjoyed these 3 videos of how to fix your slice forever. Please do comment below if this has fixed your slice. I'd love to hear your success stories. I feel very, very confident this is going to massively help a lot of you out there. If you're still struggling and you want to come to some lessons, come and see me down here at Quest Golf Academy in Lytham. I am available for lessons as well. I look forward to seeing you all soon, guys. Thanks for watching. Do subscribe, comment below, like the video, and we'll see you next time. Hopefully, seeing a different side of the golf course than you did last time. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you soon.